Welcome back. Outside Minds podcast. Because you've already seen too much, bro.
They only added it so it could be like a ritual.
They're saying there's these, the end of times, right? There's all these signs.
Do you think we would know? Like, do you think the general public would know this game?
Take a picture for $5. You have a purpose in life, and if you don't fulfill it, you will come back until you fulfill it.
Welcome back to the Outside Minds podcast. We are filling in for the other guys. This is Batman here and
The Riddler.
We got the Diddler. They're just hiring anybody these days.
Facts.
What did you do with P. Diddy?
We traded him.
He traded.
For playing cards.
Welcome to the special edition Halloween episode of the Outside Minds podcast.
Yo.
I'm filling in for Stilo Free, and the Riddler is filling in for
About 420.
Okay, so what what stories do you like here? Do you like these stories we got?
Yeah,
We already talked about the Vanderlip Mansion last year, I think.
Yeah, we did, because that's a famous one.
Yeah, we're going to talk about some local legends, guys. Some local urban mysteries, urban stories. Yeah.
Leather mask hot as hell.
It's me, guys, if you couldn't tell. It's me.
You never seen Stilo and Batman in the same room at the same time.
Never. Just in case you guys didn't know. Batman filling in. Okay, so we got up story number 1. The Vanderlip Mansion. Built in the early 1900s by Frank A. Vanderlip, a wealthy banker and one of the founders of Palos Verdes Estates. The property, sometimes referred to as the Old Vanderlip Estate, sits near Addison Road in Portuguese Bend, overlooking the cliffs. The mansion itself has been associated with hauntings, urban legends, and satanic rumors, despite much of it being private property.
Yep, I remember going up there as a youngster. With us, fucking waiting at the bottom, waiting for someone to drive in so we could sneak in behind them.
Put these glasses on.
Yeah, crazy big houses with some wild lore.
Yeah, they said that there's an insane asylum there. Locals have claimed there was an abandoned mental asylum on or near the property where patients died or were mistreated. There's no record of it ever existing. I think people are just adding on that.
Well, that's usually how it goes, and it's been so long that you can't even
plus they got the one over there in Downey.
Yeah, I remember that one. That's real. That one's real.
Would you go in that one, dude?
I remember trying to go there around the same time we went to the Vanderlips. We tried to go do all that haunted stuff. Yeah, it was.
I don't know. I wouldn't have been down in the end. I don't think that an abandoned asylum. That's crazy because I heard they found paperwork on the floors and
I'm
stuff.
sure there's a bunch of stuff, some wild stuff.
So this is the part of the story that we usually all hear: the cursed mansion rumor.
Yep.
Stories say Vanderlip's daughter was locked away in one of the outbuildings after going mad, or that she took her own life in that building. Again, unverified, but deeply embedded in the PV lore. That's one of those things about the story where I kind of feel like it's true because you hear it from everybody.
Definitely.
It's not
it's not too dramatic either. Yeah. It's I could see that happening,
Yeah, the caretaker ghost. Reported apparitions include a shadowy man walking the grounds at night, supposedly Vanderlip himself.
That's
Do you
crazy.
believe in that one? Did you ever see any stuff when you went up there?
No, definitely not.
I feel like we would always get in the gate, go up, and then one would...
Smoke a blunt. We'll go smoke a blunt instead of going a ghost hunt. But those are fun times going down there.
You think people are still going up to that house right now?
Probably. I mean,
have to be.
Because even before we were there, we were there in the early 2000s, and it had already been 30 years. Yeah. So people today, I'm sure, are still doing it.
Shout out to my friend Celine. She actually told me something else creepy about that place. She said that the dogs would bark so much so that they got their vocal cords removed.
What?
Yeah, and I think she was saying these are ghost dogs. Yeah, and they got their vocal cords removed, so you wouldn't hear them coming. They wouldn't be barking to come get you, but they would have little bells on their collar.
Oh, fuck that. It's just,
Yeah,
you're in
so
the
she
dark
said-
and you just hear the
yeah,
bells.
And you go up there, you hear like fast running with bells on it, bro. Like those are the ghost dogs, bro. They might get you. Who knows if they're even real dogs or not, bro?
Demon dogs.
What's the second story? Second story, Queen Mary.
Oh yeah, this one's cool. You know, everyone knows what the
Have
Queen
you been
Mary
to the
is.
Queen Mary?
Remember you performed there? They had
Oh,
the little with the
We
band.
didn't get to like walk around
No,
and take
not
the tour
yeah, but
though.
I went in during the Dark Harbor a couple years ago.
Okay.
So you go, they have the mazes through like the bottom and stuff, like
The haunted parts?
yeah, that's supposedly and it's a
hell
Halloween attraction. So
You know what I did recently? They filmed Carrie
yeah,
at the Hermosa Beach Civic Center because it used to be a high school.
Mm.
And they filmed Carrie there, and we got to see the little shower where she did the
Oh,
scene in the
sick,
beginning.
sick.
You know, have you seen
Yeah,
that
yeah,
film?
yeah,
Carrie?
yeah.
Oh, that film is so crazy. Yeah, so I guess every year they have this thing where they take you on a tour to like the film locations, where they filmed it in Hermosa and stuff like that, and then you watch it in the auditorium after that.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah,
That's sick.
Yeah, it was sick. So yeah, I never been to the Queen Mary, but originally launched in 1936 as a luxury ocean liner, later used as a World War II troop ship named the Grey Ghost.
The Grey
I
Ghost.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Now permanently docked in Long Beach as a hotel and museum, considered one of the most haunted ships in the world.
Yep. They have like I said, Dark Harbor every year, the little Halloween
They kind of
attraction.
been, man, it's one of those things where it's just like, it was there all my life, but I never went. And then now COVID messed it up. I don't think they really do the ghost tours, and when they do, it's very limited.
It's limited,
they'll
I'm
do
sure,
it like
yeah.
sometimes on some days or something. I don't know. Maybe they're doing it during Halloween. We got to look into
we
that.
should look into it because, you know, it does say they have they're on Ghost Adventures, the Most Haunted, and Unsolved Mysteries, stuff like that. So those are pretty big shows.
Yeah. The Door 13 tragedy, one of the ship's most famous ghost stories. A young crewman was crushed to death by a watertight door during a training drill.
Damn.
His ghost, dressed in overalls, is said to haunt the engine room. I always hear about the engine room story too, or like the engine room ghost. Like people go over there and they see the same ghost, bro.
Yeah, because that's a hotel, right?
Yeah.
You could stay. So yeah, I'm sure there's some,
I
some
wonder
stuff
if you
that
can still
happens.
stay there.
I'm pretty sure. It's probably limited though. That'd be a weird place to pick though.
Those ghosts are like, I'm tired of y'all Long Beach people.
The fuck out of my house.
Stop smuggling on the goddamn ship.
I'm about to sink this. It's a big ship too. Like when you actually go up to it, it's just like, wow.
I would have to have like ghost protests. We need better hours.
They're gonna pick it.
We want the tourism to start at 3 a.m. when we're up.
The witching hour.
What is this 3 p.m. bullshit?
Yeah, I need a midnight tour for sure. I want to get the full experience.
Yeah, we gotta ask ChatGPT about this next one, bro. Room B340, the infamous room that was sealed off for decades due to extreme paranormal activity. Guests reported sheets being pulled off, lights flickering, and ghostly knocks. It was reopened in recent years as the haunted attraction room. You can get a piece of this demonology, bro.
Yeah, here, come pay money to get these demons. That's probably one of the places that they use for the haunt then. So I was probably in there.
Want to stick your head in here for and see a portal?
Do some psychedelics before.
Oh,
You're going to get scared.
I'm
That's
not
for
going
sure.
anywhere close to that shit, bro. I'm going to the park, bro.
You're like, I really see these ghosts. What the fuck?
The drowned child in the pool, the now closed first-class swimming pool, is said to be haunted by the ghost of a little girl named Jackie, heard laughing or calling for her doll.
Hell no.
Hell no, bro.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Fuck your doll. And then run.
I saw this post on Instagram where it was like, the dude was like, when you gotta make noise to let the ghost know you're not scared. And then there was this video and he was like, hey, hey.
Clapping. You just cover your head with your blanket, bro, and you're safe.
Yeah, shit.
As long as you can't see them, you're good.
The screaming woman. What if you heard a screaming ghost to her?
Shut up.
For real? Like, how much does she make?
Yeah. Is she part of the attraction?
Yeah, you know goddamn well it's just some lady
You can hear
for
her near the...
$17 an hour.
I don't get paid enough. Near the broiler room?
She's gonna come out on protest.
A wartime nurse. So she probably
You guys don't want to go around the next corner.
she's probably messed
It's
in the head.
moldy in there.
Ugh, mold.
We're gonna call OSHA. That's the real tragedy here.
It says a wartime nurse or a trapped passenger. Big difference.
It's near the boiler room, believed to be a wartime nurse or trap. You know, they just added to that other guy, and the door 13 guy. We'll just add a screaming lady over here.
Yeah. We're gonna make it haunted in every corner.
Okay, the World War II deaths. During its service as a troop ship, it reportedly collided with another vessel, the HMS Karukoa. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Killing hundreds of sailors. Some believe the souls of the drowned still haunt the lower decks. Do you think a crash could kill hundreds of sailors?
Back in the day, sure. In World War II.
Damn. How close were they to the harbor?
And the docks didn't look like this, like they do now, bro. That's for damn sure.
I wouldn't be a soldier on one of those ships, bro.
Yeah, no choice,
Nah,
damn.
son. I get seasick, bro.
Seasick.
You
I'll
got to
slap you.
You have to put me in the army, bro.
The Navy, not the
Okay.
Navy, the Army, or in the sky.
Oh, this next one is crazy, bro.
Oh, this is speaking of
Yes.
the girl Jackie.
So you've heard of this one, right?
Yeah.
On 13th Street. Do they still have this house or did they tear
I
it
think they
down?
got rid of it because I even looked at it on the maps. It's actually on 13th between Pacific and Grand.
Okay.
I think, or Pacific and Center or Grand. One of
Something
those.
like that.
But I think they tore it down. But this one was very popular.
This is a local San Pedro haunting, the Jackie Hernandez haunting. One of LA's most well-documented poltergeist cases centered on a small house near 13th and Grand
Grand, there
Avenue
it is.
in San Pedro from 1989 to
1990,
1990, bro.
when we were
When
born.
we were born, bro. The outside minds comes full
We're the
circle.
birth of it.
Paranormal investigators, including Barry Taft, actually filmed and documented the haunting, a rarity for the time. So this haunting is about a young woman named Jackie Hernandez. She was a young mother who reported violent paranormal activity after moving into the house. Objects moving on their own, photos falling off of walls, and a foul smell of decay. And those all seem like it could be some real shit.
Yeah, no,
but
I mean-
honestly, I feel like the TV crews came through and they glazed it, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, some of it you're like, there's no way that could have happened. And it was stuff she was actually mentioning before they came to the house. You know,
yeah.
I'm sure they enhanced some things, but like the way this fool was grabbed, like all that.
Did you watch it?
I watched all this back in the day. It's well documented, bro. There's a whole little special on it. You can see this fool get grabbed and choked in the attic. It's crazy.
Oh, speaking of sailors, bro. The apparition of a sailor. Jackie and others saw the ghostly figure of a bearded man in a plaid shirt, later linked by a rumor to be a sailor who died nearby in the San Pedro harbor.
See, full circle.
I don't know. That kind of sounds like the other story where they're just adding stuff from like other ghost stories.
Yeah, I mean, that's just like a medium telling them that. So, you know what I mean? Take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah, but this came out on like Lifetime or something like that. Or like, I guess it was a show called Sightings in the early 1990s. Let's see, the poltergeist escalation. The activity grew so intense that investigators were physically attacked. One was reportedly strangled by a cord in the attic area. On camera?
Yes, bro, on camera when they were documenting the house. Because
We gotta watch that footage.
we'll watch it after. Yeah, it's insane, bro. This was one of the craziest ones. Well documented. You can see the stuff coming out the walls. It's weird.
I have my doubts about it. I gotta watch
for sure. You have to watch it. That's what I'm telling you. I've watched it. I don't have my doubts after I watched it.
Oh, really?
For sure. There's a reason why the house is no longer there.
Damn.
And she dipped
like
out,
that?
and what they say? Supposedly the ghost followed her to a new place, right?
Jackie's moved to Weldon, Central California.
Mm-hmm.
Even after she relocated, the phenomena reportedly followed her, suggesting it was attached to her, not the house.
Yep. It's crazy, right? I'm gonna get out of here. I'm tired of
She did
this.
some brujeria, fool.
She sacrificed something that has something attached to her
Bro,
for sure.
she was fucking doing something. Psychic impressions. Mediums who visited claimed the ghost was an angry seaman named
Seaman.
an angry seaman named John Damon, who may have been murdered in the harbor. That's that sailor, the ghost of that sailor. Probably they got a name and everything.
He's John Damon.
I wonder how many people got the same name independently.
I know that'd be
That would
pretty
be trippy.
crazy. Yeah,
John Damon. We should research that.
I'll look it up. John Damon.
Cultural impact. The case was featured on documentaries and books like the San Pedro Haunting and dramatized on TV, becoming one of California's most notorious hauntings. Right here in San Pedro.
Right
bro.
here, down the street, in between our pads, right in between, in the middle.
On 13th, bro.
Yep,
That's what it was, bro.
it's the halfway point.
She was on the 13th, bro. The 13th Street.
Unlucky 13.
She was doing that cartel. Black magic. Some locals claim the site was near old naval tunnels or unmarked graves, adding to its mystique. I don't know about that.
Well, that goes into the to the Dead Man's Island.
Oh,
What you talking about? This goes right into
hey,
that, bro.
Todd found this one. I didn't even know about this one, bro.
Yeah,
I didn't even know about this
I
one.
mean, they took it out a long time ago, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one's crazy. Little small rocky island, just off the coast of where today is now Terminal Island, no longer exists. It was blasted away and what is that?
Dredged.
Dredged. It was dredged around 1928 and 1930 to expand the Los Angeles Harbor. It was only like they said it was like 400 feet or something, so it wasn't
Okay.
crazy big.
It was just like a little strip
yeah,
or
just a
something
little
like that.
strip, yeah. But it was still an island technically
Okay.
because you could still dock on it, and people they would quarantine 6 soldiers there.
What?
Yeah, they would quarantine 6 soldiers there, and then they would also bury people there, and that was all verified by bones that washed up when they got
What?
rid of it.
Dead Man's. I have never heard of Dead Man's Island.
I
bro.
didn't either, but I took a deep dive and was intrigued. It's crazy.
That would be like a sick clothing line's name.
It was said to cause unnatural fogs and strange currents for years after they took away the island. But yeah, it was during the Mexican-American War. And I think the Mexican soldiers are the ones that said
Origin of the name. The island got its name from the discovery of human remains, reportedly those of Spanish soldiers, pirates, and Native Americans. Some say it was a burial ground used as early as the 1700s.
crazy, right?
In Wilmington, bro.
Yep. Before Wilmington existed.
That reminds me of Harbor Lake, bro. Remember when they drained it?
Oh yeah, and they found probably a couple bodies, and they
Did
tried to
they
get
find
the
some,
alligator. Reggie.
Yeah, they were trying to get the alligator. They almost changed Narvon to the Gators.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. The island got its name from the discovery of human remains. Let
Yep.
that sink in, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So it wasn't too far to be like
And they
dead
were
bodies
like,
coming
"Nah,
under the
bro.
oceans.
You fucked up, bro. We killing you and we unaliving you and taking you to Dead Man's Island, bro. The pirate connection. Local legend claims the island was used as a hideout or gravesite for smugglers and pirates, and that Spanish gold was buried there, supposedly cursed. Okay, so what kind of island was it though? It had like grass and stuff?
I have no idea. I'm sure there wasn't cameras in the 1700s and 1800s.
Yeah, that's true because look, they didn't have the harbor back then either, like
Nope.
you said.
Nope.
Damn, so you said it would be like off of where
By Cabrillo Beach.
Cabrillo Beach?
Yeah. Right behind my crib.
Damn.
Where the
That
water
kinda-
breaks.
That area is kind of spooky.
It
bro.
is. It's weird over there.
They do be getting fog. I wonder if it's in that same spot.
Oh, we
be
get
looking
crazy
at.
fog at my crib right there.
I wonder if it's that same. Remember that spot you took me when I was tripping?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's like
we
in
can
that
we
spot
can
right
we can
there?
look out to
See,
it. Yeah.
yeah.
From right there for sure.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, we look out directly where it was.
The
Yeah.
1820s execution rumor. Stories say that mutinous stories. The 1820s execution rumor. Stories say that mutinous sailors were executed and buried there, giving rise to sightings of ghostly figures walking the island at night.
crazy, right?
Like,
Well, that's
bro,
the
you trying to
quarantining
drink
them.
too much rum, or you stole an extra little coin,
They're
or something
sick,
like that.
bro. So they're like, you got to stay over here. But sick could be all kinds of things back in the day, you know.
I think mutinous means though like rebellious, like we're gonna do a mutiny.
Maybe.
But probably sick sailors too. Like, hey, bro,
But I
you
read
got
something else about sick
You got that
sailors.
scurvy, bro.
Yeah, we can't have you roll with us. Nah,
You got the Rona.
Rhoda.
Skeletons unearthed. When the island was demolished in 1928, workers reportedly uncovered multiple skeletons, some in chains, others with musket balls lodged in them. Is that real though? Verified?
I don't know.
I wonder if that's verified. That's real, bro.
Because think about what they were using back in the day. It would probably hold with them too. The metals
In 1928, when
Yeah.
they were blasting away at the island,
to get rid of it.
they found skeletons
That's how they came
with
up with the
basically
name.
bullet holes in them, bro.
Yeah, with
bullets.
chunks of fucking
But, yeah.
chunks of metal. It's
The
crazy.
cursed harbor belief. Old fishermen and dock workers said the harbor's early shipwrecks and drownings were because of the spirits from Dead Man's Island were disturbed when the land was destroyed.
It's destroyed their resting place.
Was there a lot of shipwrecks there?
Pretty sure.
Probably when they were figuring it out.
Yeah, when they're creating the actual harbor.
I don't even know the history of the harbor, bro.
Me neither. I live right next to it. I know it's the biggest in the Western Hemisphere.
Is it? Yeah. We should protest, bro.
When COVID was going on, I counted like 50 ships that couldn't enter our dock. I took a picture and zoomed in. There's 50 ships out there behind my crib, just waiting like for 2 months.
That was crazy times in COVID.
I wonder if they seen any ghosts when they were sitting there for 2 months.
Military history. The U.S. Army briefly used the island for a small fortification during the Mexican-American War, which only adds to the eerie war ghost rumors. When they were fighting the Mexicans, bro. Like, we got to use this Dead Man's Island.
Yeah, we're gonna get them.
1928. So, okay. So that was 60 to 80 years or so before they tore that shit down.
Yeah.
Wow. Disappearance of the island. After being dredged and flattened, the island was said to cause unnatural fogs and strange currents for years. Locals saw this as a supernatural consequence.
Fuck with the earth and something's gonna happen.
Damn. This is a sick story.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
But yeah, exactly.
Dead Man's Island, San Pedro Harbor. Modern note. The site where Dead Man's Island once stood is now part of the harbor breakwater, but mariners still call that stretch of water cursed or bad luck. I ain't going over there, cuz.
Bad luck. No, I'm
You
good.
see that little stretch of island right there? Dead Man's Island.
With a little pipe in your mouth.
Last time we crossed that, Banning beat San Pedro by 27 points and one. Oh, the Santa Strangler. You found this one, bro.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever heard of the Santa Strangler?
Yeah, this is a crazy one I found too. These are two stories that I've never heard, and these are San Pedro legends.
San
and
Pedro,
shit.
1970s. Real name Adolf Theodore Loudenberg, born in 1926, Kentucky. Born in 1926 in Kentucky, and moved to San Pedro, California. He operated between 1972 and 1975. Operated as in taking people out. Operated between 1972 and 1975, targeting middle-aged and older women in San Pedro and San Francisco.
Insane, bro. How come we didn't hear about this?
This guy was up and down the coast, bro.
And they called him the Santa Strangler because his first known murder happened on Christmas Day in 1972.
Oh, hell no. So this is the kicker right here. Arrested in 2003 after DNA evidence linked him
30 years later, bro.
to one of the 1970s murders.
30 years later. Crazy,
Yeah.
right?
His victims. a 43-year-old woman, a 50-year-old woman, 54-year-old woman, and a 60-year-old woman. San Pedro Harbor, Cabrillo Beach, and San Francisco. Wow. This guy was just
Up the coast.
probably luring them in, bro.
That's fucked up.
You think he was like trying to like charm them and be handsome, like
Probably. Like you know, you want a young buck.
Let me go ahead and buy you a drink, lady. What would it be? A peppermint schnapps?
Damn, and no formal confession was ever made. They just arrested him.
Oh, because they knew it was him.
Yeah, 30 years later, they have DNA. It's hard evidence. So
Convicted of one murder in 2003, suspected in several others. He reportedly boasted to two daughter-in-laws decades apart about killing women, but no formal confession was ever made to police. All were older women, often described as lonely or trusting, many last seen leaving local bars around San Pedro.
it's crazy.
See that, ladies? Next time you're leaving the
bars,
spot.
yeah, wherever.
Or Crimson. Or
That's crazy.
Or Godmothers. Make sure there's no ghost following you. No, they should have known by his name, bro.
And back then, you know, like it says, back then the harbor was like bars, docks, and transient sailors.
You think
And
he
it's
was
all night
leading with his
shifts.
name, or you think he was giving him a
Nah,
different name?
Obviously got away for so long. You think he's stupid? No, I don't think so. He's crazy. I don't think he's stupid.
In 2002, detectives collected Loudenberg's DNA from a discarded coffee cup, matching it to evidence from the 1972 crime scene. They were plotting on him, bro.
They probably had some info, but they didn't have solid evidence.
That's probably around the time, too, when they were able to start using that technology.
Yeah, that's
too,
barely
you know what
when
I'm
it came out.
Yeah.
That's when a lot of cases were getting cracked. Old
Damn.
cases, cold cases. 77 years old when they arrested him.
Yeah,
he was living in Anaheim, described by neighbors as a friendly old man.
Let's talk to ChatGPT about this. ChatGPT, how you doing? Welcome back to the Outside Minds podcast. Are you ready to talk about some spooky local legends?
Absolutely, I'm ready. I'm always excited to dive into some spooky local legends. Let me know which ones you're thinking about, and let's get into the mystery.
Okay, I want to ask you about the haunting of Jackie Hernandez because it seems well documented, but also to some of the claims they made in the documentary seem a little outlandish. Is the local consensus that it was a real haunting, or is the local consensus that maybe they were faking it a little bit?
Yeah, the haunting of Jackie Hernandez is definitely one of those stories that's gotten a lot of attention. A lot of people in the local area do believe it was genuine, especially because of the amount of documentation and witness testimonies. But on the flip side, there are skeptics who think some of it might have been exaggerated or even staged for the camera. It's kind of a mixed consensus, honestly. It really depends on...
Okay, hold on. Tell me something about that case, like some documented stuff that makes it seem as if this haunting was really real. Some really hardcore fact stuff that's kind of some chilling evidence. We want to hear about it.
Absolutely. One of the chilling aspects is that there were multiple witnesses, including family members and even a few neighbors who reported seeing objects moving on their own, unexplained sounds, and even apparitions. There were also some documented instances of strange electrical disturbances, like lights flickering or appliances turning on and off by themselves. Plus, there were some audio recordings that supposedly captured eerie voices or whispers. So there's definitely a lot of evidence that...
What were the voices saying?
Yeah, that's one of the spooky parts. Some of the audio recordings reportedly captured whispers that sounded like they were calling out names or even repeating certain phrases, almost like a plea for help or a warning. There were also some instances where the voices seemed to respond directly to questions being asked, which definitely added to the mystery. Some skeptics say it might have been just interference or trickery, but it definitely makes for some pretty eerie listening.
Okay, so let's talk about the Queen Mary in Long Beach. That's one of the local ones everybody knows about. Two of the facts that struck us, we'll talk about one of them, the Door 13 tragedy. Can you talk to us about that?
Absolutely. The The Door 13 tragedy is one of the most famous incidents connected to the Queen Mary. It happened during World War II when the ship was being used as a troop transport. In 1942, the ship accidentally collided with a smaller warship called the HMS Kurakoa. The collision caused a massive tragedy and over 300 lives were lost. Since then, people have reported strange occurrences and ghostly sightings in that area of the ship, and it definitely adds to the eerie reputation of the Queen Mary.
Oh dang! So that's well documented then. Like,
Yeah, you gotta think about it. There wasn't modern medicine. If someone got injured, there was infections immediately, all of that stuff.
oh yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. The conditions back then definitely made it even more tragic, and that adds a whole layer of authenticity to the haunting stories. It's definitely one of those historical.
What about room? Can you tell us about room B340 on the Queen Mary?
Oh, absolutely. Room B340 is pretty infamous on the Queen Mary. It's known for a lot of paranormal activity. Guests and staff had reported strange happenings like the water in the sink turning on by itself, eerie voices, and even sightings of an unknown figure. There's a lot of mystery surrounding it, and it's definitely one of the most haunted rooms on the ship, which makes it a favorite for ghost hunters and paranormal enthusiasts.
Wow. So what about this story would just send you over the top with a hardcore chilling fact about some of the hauntings on this ship at this site?
Oh, definitely. One of the most chilling facts is that there have been reports of guests actually feeling a sudden cold presence or even being touched by unseen hands. There have also been accounts of lights flickering and even the sensation of something brushing past you when there's no one there. It really kind of sends a shiver down your spine, especially knowing that this room has a long history of eerie events that continue to be reported to this day.
Sounds like a lawsuit waiting to happen.
For sure, right? It definitely adds that extra layer of intrigue and sometimes even controversy, especially with the ship's reputation as a haunted landmark. It definitely makes it fascinating and a bit spooky at the same time.
Okay, tell us about Dead Man's Island. We were hearing about Dead Man's Island in the San Pedro harbor that was supposedly a pirate hangout. It was supposedly also a grave site, but it was demolished when they were building the harbor. Do you know about Dead Man's Island in San Pedro?
Oh, definitely. Dead Man's Island is a pretty fascinating piece of local lore. It was indeed said to be a pirate hangout back in the day. And it was also known as a burial ground for sailors and pirates. It had a bit of a dark history, and there were stories about the island being haunted by the spirits of those who were buried there. When they were expanding the harbor in the early 20th century, the island was eventually demolished, and a lot of those legends kind of faded away. But it still remains a really intriguing part of San Pedro's history and definitely have that eerie vibe to it.
I'm surprised I haven't heard about that. What are there some well documented things, kind of like the Queen Mary thing, or are all these facts kind of just hearsay rumors?
Yeah, a lot of it does lean more towards legend and hearsay, especially since the island was demolished quite a while ago. There are some historical records and old newspaper articles that mention it, and some local historians have definitely written about it, but it's not as extensively documented as something like the Queen Mary. It's more of a blend of local folklore, old tales, and a bit of documented history. It definitely adds that mysterious charm to the area, though.
Okay, folks. Well, you heard it from ChatGPT. They were helping us with some local legends and scary spots and stuff like that. Wait, man, which one is your favorite, bro?
I'm starting to like the Dead Man's Island.
Yeah, that one
Just
is
it has
sick,
a little
bro.
more mystery to it, you know, but it seems like more wicked, you know, like all the pirates, bro, sickness, you know, burying people, like mass burials.
It seems like such a cool story that I wonder why we haven't heard it.
Yeah, that's what bro. When I found these stories, I'm like, and I sent them to you. I was like, "Have you heard it?" You're like, "Bro, I haven't heard of these either." And I was like, "This is crazy."
Cause this one could be true or just like, you know, just like
modern
something people
folklore,
made up.
just-
Like that's
just
still
a-
like a cool story.
It's
you
still
know what I'm
cool
saying?
though, yeah.
Dang, that would be a sick ass movie, honestly.
And we can go visit some of these places, just you know,
Yeah.
kind of scope it out,
Yeah. See if there's a fog.
see if there's a ghost.
Oh hell no, cuz.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh yeah, and the other guy, Adolf Laudenberg.
Yeah,
What is it with that name, bro?
I don't know, bro, but yeah, I think it's crazy that he was under the radar for 30 years, living up in wherever he was, fucking Orange County or wherever. But yeah, his neighbors said he was just a friendly old man.
Are we just gonna start questioning every friendly old man, just taking him down in my Batman
I don't
costume?
trust nobody. And
We're gonna have to search your house, make this neighborhood a safer place.
isn't it crazy how the news comes up with the serial killer's nickname and they stick?
Yeah, the Santa Strangler, San Pedro, 1970s.
Crazy.
Look into that, people. We didn't know about these.
And look, speaking of 70s, they were doing satanic rituals over here in the 70s at the Vanderlips.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
it was a weird time, you know, in San
it was
Pedro
a weird
area.
time in 1970s San Pedro.
Cool history.
Yeah. Well, Outside Minds podcast. Thank you guys for joining us on the Halloween Local Legend episodes. I am Batman filling in for Stilo Free. This is
The Riddler. Filling in for Dot 420.
yes, and
We out.
we out. Happy Halloween.